Hello, Professor Melly. This is Stephen Bradford, and I have decided to create a video for you to show you how to set up your Mindtap assignments in the Philosophy 106 course. I do recommend that you keep these assignments and that you set them up in both sections. At minimum, you need to have the quizzes, but I highly suggest that you have more than just the quizzes. I would suggest you use the chapter assignments and maybe the videos to help break up the course so students are not just totally looking at work or words. So to get started, you want to go under Content, log into your Brightspace course, go under Content. Under Content, you're going to see in the master course content that I've copied for you. You're going to see under Assignments, under Week 1, you're going to see these links here, which these are the two links that came directly from Mindtap. Later, I will show you that you may have to end up deleting these because these are not going to work. These are connected to the previous section when we first set up this course, but I will let you know when we get to that point. But first thing you need to do, because we had some assignments from MindTap before, you need to go to Assessments. You need to go to Grades. You then need to go to the Manage Grades view. Under Manage Grades view, you're going to see under Assignments, you're going to see all of these quizzes, okay? These quizzes are coming from MindTap, and you need to delete these links because when you redeploy links from MindTap later, you're going to duplicate these. So instead of you getting confused and seeing multiple items, I want you to go ahead and delete these, okay? To delete them, you're going to go to More Actions. You're going to click on Delete. Then you're going to select whichever ones that you want to delete here. So you go all the way up to Chapter 9, and then press the Delete button. Now, I'm not going to do it on screen here because I'm going to copy this to you first. So after you do that, then you want to go to Course Admin, and then you want to go to Course Builder. The next step you want to do is if you get to a page where it says Start, press the Start button, then you should see this screen here. Once you get to this point, then you want to go down next to the green Pearson icon under Add Content. You want to click on the Cengage one. You want to click on Cengage, and you'll notice that you have an icon or a module in your course named Mindtap. So I'm going to have you put the initial link to your Mindtap course here. The link to your direct assignments will go under Assignments later. So click on Mindtap, and you're telling it this is where I want the initial link to go. Then you're going to search. So we're going to look for our book is what we're looking for now. So if you just type in Phil, you'll come up with our book, and then you can click on Philosophy with Text Reading, the 13th edition. Then you're going to get a screen like this. It's going to ask you to either create a new MindTap course, which that's not what you want to do, copy from one of your existing courses, which that's not what you want to do, or copy from another instructor's course. This is what you want to do. So click on that button. And then inside the email that I've already sent to you, you're going to see a course key. It's really, really long, so make sure you highlight and you copy and you paste the entire thing. Once you paste it, you're going to click on Verify. So once it verifies, it's going to say, yep, that's a real course, and now you need to give it a name. So I'm just going to give it a quick name, and then we'll move to the next step. Oh, and just the ones with the red stars are required, so you would put the start of your course. I'm just going to use today's date, end date. I'm just going to put a date at the end of the semester or January 31st for now, just for this example. Make sure you choose the central time zone, and then it asks copy all activity dates from course. You don't want to do that because you don't want to have the same dates in there that I have. So go ahead and, because you're going to change the dates in there. So you're going to go ahead and click continue. It says it's updating the information, and then it says in your detail course, you're about to add a Mindtap. I want to synchronize overall course score, or I want to synchronize individual activity scores. You want to do the second button, individual. That's because you're going to have individual links in your gradebook to each individual assignments. So make sure that you select the second one. Then you're going to click on continue. Once you click on continue, it says import is complete. Now, if you go back to your course, which we're here, if you click on content, and if you go down to the Mindtap folder, that's draft, so students can't see it, you'll now see you have a direct link to your Mindtap assignments, okay? But before we go here, we're going to go back. So go up to the top, click on Course Admin, click on Course Builder, and now you're going to bring in those direct link of those assignments that you want to use in the class. At minimum, you have to use all the quizzes, but if you add other things, feel free to do that. So in order to add those, you're going to go back down here to under Add Content. You're going to click on Cengage Mindtap. But this time, instead of clicking the Mindtap module, you want to click the plus next to Assignments, because we want these direct links to go here. And I'm only going to show you 1 week or one area, and then you're going to replicate this. So you're going to go here to where it says week 1. This is where we're going to put our direct assignment links at, and click on week 1. Now, on the pop-up window, instead of you seeing asking you to do other things, now it's showing you everything that's available to you via the philosophy course in Mindtap. So now you just need to search and find what activity you want to be displayed in Brightspace. So to do that, you scroll down. So these are your titles here. So we want to get to here where it says Chapter 1, Nature of Philosophy. And then we want to make sure that we find the Chapter 1 readings, because that's going to allow students to get to their to their reading, to their chapters. So make sure you select that. That's going to select all of these items below here as well. If you feel like some of these items are not needed, then you can select specifically which ones. But if you just click this, that would be better. If you want a Chapter 1 lecture video, you can add that. If you want a Chapter 1, or you will use the Chapter 1 quiz, so make sure you select Add to Course. And you notice it also went over here to say Add to Gradebook. That means that this particular assignment is going to be graded, and it's going to create a gradebook column. So that's why you wanted individual items earlier. All right. After that, you have other options here, which are apply assignments. You have essay questions. I definitely suggest you use either the lecture videos or the aviator videos, where they're videos that help explain the concepts. And right now, because the way I have the master course in Mindtap set up, that all other assignments are optional except for the quiz. That's why the quiz is the only one that you can check box here. I can show you how later you can assign all of the other assignments a grade. But as of now, the only one that's mandatory is the quiz, and I highly suggest that you have the chapter readings. So students will go there, they will see the chapter, they'll be able to go through some other activities, but it will not be graded. And there will not be a gradebook column for that, just for the quizzes. Because if you look at the syllabus, that's what it says, okay? After you do that, you're going to scroll down. Now, because we're only doing chapter 1 right now, we're going to confirm. So it tells you Chapter 1 reading, Chapter 1 quiz, and there's going to be a gradebook item called Chapter 1 quiz. So you click on Save. It's going to take you back to your Brightspace course, and then if you go to Content, if you go under, this time under Assignments, and you click on Week 1, you'll now see, kind of at the bottom here, you'll now see Chapter 1 readings and Chapter 1 quiz. So these are your new links. These were the old links. Now, I'm not sure if these old links are still going to work, so what I'm going to do is go ahead and click here just to see, which it does not work. So now let me check the new link that we created, which is down here at the bottom. See if this takes us to our assignment, which it does. So that's the difference. So of course it's going to do a setup first. As a student, it will walk you through a couple of things and then allow students to see the chapter and so forth. So I'm going to go ahead and close this window, and I'm just going to go into this cookie crumbs here and click on assignments. So part of what else you need to do is go through the course and delete the chapter 1 learning objectives and chapter 1 reading that's already there. And in each week there are learning objectives and readings. Some may have videos, but I think for the most part they're all learning objectives and readings. So you would need to delete this. So I'm just going to click on the drop down arrow, remove topic. Again, I'm only removing the ones that are up top in my folder and not the ones at the bottom. The ones at the bottom are the current ones. Delete. So if I go to week 1, what you may want to do is also move these up to the top. So I just clicked and dragged. Went down here to the bottom, click and drag. And now students will see these 2 chapter readings, or the chapter reading and the quiz that they would do, but this is the only graded item that's coming from Mindtap. These are additional readings. If you don't feel like you need them, feel free to delete this module here. So as you check in week 2, you'll see the same chapter 1 readings that are here, so you can delete these. If you want to make another link, you can make another link to the readings or the quizzes here if you choose to, otherwise in the quiz, or you can just delete it here and just have students do it in week 1, or only include it in week 2 and just talk about it in week 1. So you'll do the same thing in week 3. Week 3 at the top here, you have your learning objectives, your reading. You're going to delete these first, then you're going to go to course admin, you're going to go to course builder, you're going to go to Cengage, you're going to go to the plus next to assignments, click on week 3. You're going to scroll down a little bit, find chapter 2, look for chapter 2. This is chapter 2. You're going to look for chapter 2 reading. You're going to click on that checkbox, and then you're going to look for chapter 2 quiz. Click on both checkboxes, confirm. That's going to allow you to pull those links in. You're doing each chapter one by one until you get them all pulled in. Once you're done, if you go back to your course, so I just closed out that window, you're going to go back to assessments, go back to grades. And remember I told you earlier, if you click on manage grades, and if you scroll down to the bottom, you'll now see chapter 1 quiz duplicated. So that's why it's important that the first thing you do is delete these quizzes up here, because you're going to have brand new ones down here at the bottom. Okay? If you have any questions about this, please let me know. Or you can then speak with the rep and get additional service. Thank you.